So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And that gets things running. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim, so how do you interpret the role he's been given here?
Well,
He's got full! Oh, split-second reaction.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Musiala played into space out wide. The pass is intercepted. Now it's Cruyff. Upamecano promptly onto that, and that is that. Ferdinand kept his eye on it, and he's there. And this is Ronaldo. Cruyff. He's beaten the last man, and he shoots! Big moment! Massive goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So, a breakthrough already. Passing is crisp and sharp. Well, that is one way to stop him. So just one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Nicely weighted ball. Hazard could try cutting inside here. Saliba getting this one clear. Threads one in. And the shot! Sticks it away! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye.
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic.
Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
That has certainly made things interesting.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Now it's Maradona. Tries to thread one through. He's in plenty of space here. He can get that clear. Well, they've got it again. Konate. It's gone all the way through to the keeper.
Maradona really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. And it's Maradona, played out towards the right wing.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
And here's Mbappe. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Musiala! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. Well, there's the clearance. He's had a shot! It's loose now and they want to get it back. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Dembele is onto this. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Ball's gone out of play. Vieira tries to play it through. Now there's a fight, and a shot! Goal! Brazil! And they're back in front. There was to be only one outcome.
Peter, I can tell you, that was nothing short of a cold-blooded execution.
Brazil go into the lead. Bellingham, whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Vieira. Cruyff quietly revving up. He has found the way through. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Denied by an instinctive save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
He gets big! And he's gone looking for safety. Well, he's ended up in no man's land. And he's managed to get free. Gullit. Can he finish? Saliba gets it clear.
I'll tell you, Peter, the keeper owes him big time there. He's lucky his mate was wide awake to that.
Mbappe picks it up out wide, climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here.
It's a really well-measured ball. Saliba looking for the run. Mbappe in acres of space out wide. Oh, smashing header!
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Gullit. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He's found the way through. Drives it in. And we hit half-time. That was a very watchable and entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Brazil head into the half-time break with a narrow advantage. It is 2-1. And we're off again. And it's Gullit. Tries to pass it through. Oh, well measured. Terrific! And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Vieira has created one goal already. Cruyff spread it left. Now the delivery. Cleared without hesitation. Mbappe. Çalhanoğlu. Konate. Played out to the right. There's a sharp little ball here. Cruyff with the cross. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Hakimi. And he was quick to react. And no, that was never going to make it. Can he get it through? He's Cristiano Ronaldo! They've got to be quick to recover this. No messing about, just bludgeoned away. And that's a dangerous ball. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. There's the crossfield ball. Dembele might just make this. Just eases him off the ball. And it's Maradona. Dembele. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
This is a really front-footed approach.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Calhanoglu, and that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Aimed beyond the defence.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement with...
Bullish header! Goal! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Substitution on the field, number 17.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Mbappe.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Shot could be on. Pings in. Chance! In for the pieces! Relentless! Just relentless! And he is away! The launch of a brand new hero. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pickings.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Chance for a shot! And that has been clubbed away. Crosses it in here. Maldini. Chance, surely! In he goes again. Goulet. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Saliba. Oh, it's Dembele. Saliba makes the interception. Konate. And it's Hakimi. Cristiano Ronaldo. Szoboszlai. Now it's Neymar. And he's surging through. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Bergomi. Under an awful lot of pressure. Calhanoglu. Maradona. Oh, it's Dembele. And this is Dembele. And that pass just didn't quite work. Now it's Maradona. Well, they've got it back in a hurry. Can he spark a counter here? And the through ball. And this is Luis Suarez. And can he finish? Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, and again! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
Two added minutes has been indicated.
Saliba. Confirmation that there will be 2 minutes stoppage time. Goulet. And it's Hakimi. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Brazil looking by any yardstick formidable. Truly enjoyable to watch and clearly so to... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, N'Golo Kante. He is only one midfielder, but it often feels like he does the work of two or three. He's got exceptional awareness for danger and the stamina to make sure he can go and snuff it out over and over again if required. He's also exceptional in the tackle, and when you watch him in the latter parts of a game, 90th minute plus, he looks as if he's in the first five.
I'm thinking the same. He will be a central feature, no doubt. Nice looking ball. Oh, delightful ball. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Oh, no, it's an own goal!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Nesta gets across to intercept that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he cuts out the supply. Conte. Passing is crisp and sharp. Can he get it through? Cristiano Ronaldo pinches it off him. Ronaldo showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. And he was quick to react. And it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Costa Curta.
Brazil are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Cafu crosses it in.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Ronaldo producing a good steal there, showing a good level of alertness. Ronaldo is in a really good position out wide. And here's Hullet. That's a lovely pass. Cristiano Ronaldo crosses. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Xavi Alonso. Bayer Leverkusen look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win it back, they're not wasting any time. They're just trying to get the runners away as quickly as possible. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Cruyff. Good ball over the top. And this is Ronaldo.
Yeah, I think if that can be repeated, there's a good chance of a goal.
Van Dijk deals with that comfortably. Iniesta plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. Cruyff. Xavi Alonso. Bayer Leverkusen are looking to break at pace. Looking to play him in. Lovely pass, but can he get there? There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic. They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
And here's Iniesta. Cafu picks it up out wide. Tries to get it clear. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Cruyff aims beyond the defence. That's beautifully weighted. And that is as far as they're going to go. Now it's Batistuta.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Iniesta. Cruyff. And now the breakaway. And it's Bergomi. And it's Bellingham. Foot in. Conte. Hullet. Cafu. Now it's Iniesta. And that's put paid to a promising move. Cafu. Bergomi. Oh, they could break here. Oh, good read. And the whistle goes for half-time. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
The own goal was symptomatic of their first half performance. They're not at it.
And the second half gets underway.
Brazil really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Cruyff stood up well to him there. Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Cruyff. He's having a shot! Oh, that was venomous. And it's Batistuta. Now it's Hullet. And this is Cruyff. Conte. And it's Xabi Alonso. Now it's Iniesta. Can he get on the end of this? And this is Batistuta. He's had a shot! Really well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end.
It's Cristiano Ronaldo! Oh, he's been caught and he's following up!
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Well timed, excellent interception. Cruyff. Cruyff charging forward, the ball at his feet. Iniesta. Almost an hour gone. Looking for options for movement. Batistuta! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Batistuta clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
substituição no time do Brasil.
Bayer Leverkusen with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually.
Camisa 21.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Camisa 10. Deixando o campo.
And back to the keeper they go.
Camisa 41. Camisa 27. Camisa 14. Neymar. Camisa 23.
Here's the return pass.
Camisa 24.
Van Dijk. Now it's Batistuta. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's intervened well there. That's a cute ball. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, nicely intercepted. Now it's Ibrahimovic. And it's Rice. And that's gone loose. Brazil finding their passes. Chance! He scored! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, and anything that's hit low with real pace like that makes it so much harder for the keeper, and he was never going to get to that.
Well, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Oh, well played.
Brazil really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Now it's Neymar. That has been cut short. And here's Neymar. He's well positioned here. Oh, great defending, that needed doing.
Teremos uma substituição.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Brazil are in a tearing hurry to save themselves here.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Yaya Toure. And that is expertly dealt with. Van Dijk gets it clear. Conte. Bebeto. Now that's well seen too. Rice. Now it's Ibrahimovic.
Brazil really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level. That's just playing it safe and simple.
Guardiola. Raul. And it's made its way to him.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Takes a shot! Oh, he did the hard part right, but fluffed the finish.
Oh, it's very good running that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
Saliba, Nesta. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And time is up. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
I thought it lived up to its billing, Peter. Very competitive, open and entertaining, and a little debating room as to whether the...
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. And we're underway.
Well, Peter, it's easy to heap praise on players that play further up the field, but they couldn't do what they did without the unsung heroes doing the dirty work, and Frank Rijkaard is amongst the very best in the business.
Some say the best ever.
Yeah, and I can see why. He's about as sophisticated as players come, and his role covers everything from reclaiming the ball to, well, pretty much everything else. Only a man of his calibre and cleverness can do that.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hazard. Tries to pass it through. And this is Hazard. Terrific header! And it's a goal!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Bellingham. He can run onto that, and he's running. Great chance! And another try! And the shot! Oh, crossbar!
It's been pretty high-tempo stuff from the off here, Peter. A good show of intent, I would say.
And he cuts out the supply. McTominay. And it's Hazard. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. And he's well positioned here. That is a crunching tackle. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Cannavaro gets a foot in here.
Brazil really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. No, that's been intercepted. McTominay. Hazard. Rijkaard. And it's DiMarco. Now it's McTominay. He's played it back.
He had nobody else to help out there.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And he's intervened well there. Koundé, passes coming off in quick succession here. And that was very necessary. DiMarco. Now, can they get him away? Now it's McTominay. And that is out and behind. It's a good block.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
He's tried one! That's got him rattled. Very nearly half an hour gone here. And he's been shifted off it. And here's Bergkamp. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game. Quite comfortable in driving the team forward, and he can make those marauding runs from box to box.
Cafu gets across to intercept that. And now the breakaway. And this is Cruyff. And this is Pelé. Oh, that's fabulous. It's Pelé! Denied by an instinctive save.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
And now they can spring out of defence. Oh, this looks sharp. Nicely aimed pass. Pelé! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 2 then. Goes for a shot! They've scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
That is a super smooth goal, beautiful manoeuvring of the ball, and splendid authority in the finish.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
Brazil finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And it's Gullit. Bellingham. Shot at goal! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Now it's Gullit. Tries to play it through. Cafu is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack. That's been drilled forward. It's a pretty loose pass. He's gone forward. Now it's Gullit. And here's the chance to counter. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. And it's been played through. And the shot! And he hits the net! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Oh, he's been caught napping. Flashes it across.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
And this is Gullit. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Couldn't squeeze it through. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Look at the space here. Decent chance! Really well taken goal. And they get themselves in front. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Vieira. That's really well manoeuvred. It's Cristiano Ronaldo! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Bellingham. Not the most convincing of passes. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. Looking to play him in. And this is Gullit. Ronaldo might just make this. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Pass is just off target. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Araujo. Cafu promptly onto that, and that is that. Great vision. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? And the shot! Sticks it away! They've done it again! It is incredible!
Well, this is just incredible. I mean, who would have seen this? Neither manager, I think. It's all happening.
Everyone waited for the cross, but he had other ideas.
Well, all I can say is that he did very well to squeeze it in near post. He didn't have much to aim at.
This is quite a battle.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal.
And we've reached half-time. High octane, high tempo, high scoring. That was quite a half of football. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2. So we're into the second 45. Vieira. Nicely weighted ball. Well timed, excellent interception. That has been cut short. Now it's Pelé. Cafu. And here's Hullet. Might be dangerous. And the finish! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
So, third corner of the game. Shifted it to the flank. Pelé with the cross. And that should get the job done. Brazil have the chance to go the other way. Cafu. And instinctively rises! Superb goal!
Well, it's hardly a great surprise to see him doing something thrilling, and it should send a strength and courage through every one of his teammates from here.
A great delivery and a finish to match.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball, made a classic move and met it perfectly.
Substituição no time do Brasil.
Brazil choosing to make the first change. Chelsea take the lead.
Camisa 27. Camisa 10.
That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Camisa 41.
Aims beyond the defence. Bales, up he goes! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Brazil really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Chelsea are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. Unless they can devise a quick counter-attacking plan, they're going to need to see much more of this ball.
For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Stood up well to him there. Saliba kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get on the end of this?
Brazil really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Now it's Pelé. Gattuso has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Not pretty, but it gets the job done. And it's Ibrahimovic, played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. Gattuso. Cruyff, with 2 goals already to his name. And that is as far as they're going to go. And he's managed... Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Bullet clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Chelsea get their 4th corner. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Gattuso. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Rice. Now it's come to nothing.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Now it's Szoboszlai. Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly. And he cuts out the supply. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Keeper's got good distance on that. And he's intervened well there. And that is a little undercooked. The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Howson. Chelsea clearly now in lead preservation mode. Cafu. Cafu. Oh, nice touch. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely spread. Bale. And it's Yaya Toure. And it's Bale. And here's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Szoboszlai.
That's good play from him.
There'll be a minute of stoppage time. Rice. That's that, the end. Brazil were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now.
Against Brazil.
Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
I see this guy Greenwood best deployed in a front three.
And it's been given away. Bellingham. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Shot, surely! Goal, Brazil! It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Oh, he's found support out wide. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Eintracht Frankfurt are looking to go forward now. Defending in numbers, sharp and uncompromising. Ronaldo might just make this. Timber. Good running, strong and purposeful. Swung over. And it's Serginho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Vieira.
This is the time you need that pace.
So just the one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Serginho. Vieira. Bellingham. Here come Brazil on the counter. He's in plenty of space here. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ferdinand. And here's Cristiano Ronaldo. Bellingham. Big header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Spread out to the left. Zakaria. Vitinha. And it's Serginho. Nesta. Vieira.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Zakaria.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Vieira. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Nice sequence of passes, this. Tries to play it through. Crosses it. He gets big. Oh, he's hit the bar. He's keen, determined to have his say.
Brazil really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Howson. Now Timber. Vitinha. And it's Marquez. Pass somewhat off target. And he's found a way past. And again, he's sorted that out terrifically. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Timber. Time and again they are repelled. Now it's Bellingham. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. And that could set him on his way.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply. Brazil really should be happy to let this half run out now and go again second.
He's in space and looking for options. Looks across and plays it in. Aims beyond the defence. Now it's Bellingham. He's got away. In again. Up he goes! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
We're looking at a very different game now. The command has been established.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Now it's Greenwood. Vitinha. And he's whipped it across. There's the whistle for half-time. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Brazil certainly can feel happy about how things have gone, but now isn't the time to take their foot off the pedal. They need to keep pushing, keep imposing, don't leave the door open for the opposition.
Brazil are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Bellingham. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
It's a pretty loose pass. Araujo, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. Vitinha. Here's Zakaria. Howson. Now it's Greenwood. Vitinha. Serginho. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Zakaria. Now Howson. Some really good ball movement. A couple of goals between the sides, and it's still early in the second half. He is through here. Crossed into the box. Bullet! And again! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can.
That could spell trouble. Zakaria. Greenwood. Howson. Eintracht Frankfurt finding their passes. Now he's off and running. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Diogo Costa. For Marquez. And it's Timber. And he's gone searching crossfield. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Serginho. Serginho's cross. And that has been cleared.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
He steps in, and that's the end of that. Vitinha. Searching pass he's played there. Brilliantly cut out. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Can he finish? Yes! And the lead is extended still further. And that really is so impressive.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And yes, it's him again.
Substitutions taking place.
Brazil can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Brazil find a position of real strength now. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Howson. Zakaria, looking to play him in. Great ball if he can get there. Oh, shooting chance! Off the post. Bale has another go! Ahead by 3, but they won't want to take their foot off the pedal. Zakaria. Howson. All played for Marquez. Timber. Marquez. And it's Timber. And it's Serginho.
There will be 1 minute added
1
time.
minute to add according to the board. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, that was a tale of two very different teams. One driven, ruthless, prolific. The other quite the opposite in all of those areas.